sorry.
So I had all my tabs up, but then I restarted my computer, so now the tabs are gone. I wanted to talk about this guy. What was his name? And I'm so glad Steph and Tugs are here because you guys probably were following this a bit closer than I was because of your Geeks and Gamers affiliation. So there's this guy, something Ripley, and he tried to cancel.
Rewriting Ripley.
Rewriting Ripley. Nerdrotic. Geeks, all the Geeks and Gamer people. I have to find the Twitter thread. I just feel like Geeks and Gamers or Gary or Drinker, all of us really get canceled about once every, or someone tries to cancel someone every couple of months. And
it's like a nice like reset.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's in vogue.
It makes you humble. It's fine. It's fine.
Do you know how this
Rewriting
came about?
Was still around. He blocked me. It blocked me years ago. I forgot all about them.
Hang on, let me find it. Yeah, they did a oh my gosh, they tried to do a takedown like 3.5 years ago, and they made this crazy video showing like Ryan being radicalized. It's a good video. Let me tell you, the story that they put out was pretty good. But here I have it. Let me put it in the private chat. But I have to use my alt account because they blocked me too.
They did like a big blockchain years ago, and I forgot all about that.
They pretty much blocked everybody. I'm blocked by all of the people who did this, who
I'm not blocked yet. Hey.
The only ones that haven't, surprisingly, I'm not blocked by Molly and Star Wars Explained. Like those two, I'm not blocked by them. I don't know. And Kyle Katarn, who I don't even know who that is, but I'm not blocked by them for some weird reason.
I'm blocked by him. I'm blocked by them.
Are you blocked by him? I don't know.
I'm blocked by him. I'm blocked by all of them. But like back then when they did this, like I had a mouth on me on Twitter, so I mean that's fine.
That's fair. She was very feisty.
So this is Rewriting Ripley Pod, and this is from a little while ago, 4 days ago. A handful of YouTubers have jeopardized the safety of our community and the creatives we love for too long. The Star Wars fandom demands action. So they're calling on Team YouTube to demonetize Nerdrotic, Ryan Kinel, and Geeks and Gamers. Hate should not be a career path. And
an alarming number of users are exploiting their platforms to spread hate.
Leslie Jones was subjected to incredibly vicious attacks.
Wait a minute.
On Twitter.
I don't say anything I don't believe, but of course I do
Milo.
say things in a way.
So Milo hasn't been relevant since 2016.
That's right. Now that's the best part. Oh man, he said Leslie Jones is playing a victim.
It's funny because absolutely like this dude has nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with what they're trying to do. I find it funny. I find it funny that like they're doing this right to help Amandla Stenberg. In the name of Amandla Stenberg and all of the hate that she received, they're doing this campaign on behalf of her. It makes her look really bad then.
There has been a rampage of vitriol that we have faced since the show was even announced, when it was still just a concept and no one had even seen it.
This is what the Acolyte exists for. It's not here for story. It's not here to build the lore. For crying out loud, look at the cast right here.
Because they blame all these YouTube channels, all these YouTubers for Acolyte not getting renewed. When it's like, if this show is doing so great and cultivated its own strong female audience, well, then clearly there aren't enough of them to keep the show going. But instead of blaming these non-existent viewers, they blame people like Jeremy, Gary, for just making videos about it.
The whole thing that like the whole thing that she was saying that like, oh, it was just a concept before the show even came out. We were already receiving hate. Oh my gosh, what is her name? Leslie Headland. Yes. She kind of like she threw the first shot, right? She dealt the first blow. Because she announced the show and then she was like, if you guys don't get on board, like you're not a Star Wars fan.
And you hate lesbians.
You're not a Star. She kind of like dealt the first blow. Not only that, but when they're marketing the movie, like marketing for TV shows, movies, all that stuff, it starts even before production begins, right? So you want people to get hyped for it. So you're going to announce it. And then you're going to say like, okay, well, what is this project about, right? You've announced it, but what is it about? And it's basically like Leslie Headland story.
That press tour was awful.
It's a story about her sister. It's like, that's it. It's a story about her and her sister. She said that in an interview. And she said that like a bunch of the actors said that like they wanted a diverse cast. They wanted it to be mainly women. They wanted it to be the very first project that's directed by a woman, that's created by a woman, that's written by a woman. So they're focusing on all of like the wrong things, right? And they're saying like, oh, Star Wars has been patriarchal for such a long time. It's like, seriously, you're still saying this in 2024 that Star Wars is very patriarchal? Really? When most of your projects have been female-led projects, but it's still very patriarchal. Sure, I'm not going to buy that, right? So like that's what a bunch of these videos are about. It's about like what the show is about, what the talking points are in regards to the show. It's not them slandering, or sending hate. They're talking about like what they're focusing on for the show, which is all the wrong things.
And
right?
women can enjoy a quote patriarchal or male-led series like Star Wars. Plenty of women do.
I grew up watching Star Wars, and I was never concerned with the characters or lack of diversity in the movies. I don't really understand why they thought that was such a big issue. And on top of that, the other thing they keep doing, I'm noticing a lot, is that they keep telling everyone, well, this isn't for you then. This show isn't for you. But then get upset when people don't watch it. And it's like, well, then I thought it wasn't for us. So you can't have it both ways.
You have it both ways.
Yeah. And we've seen that happen so many times. Like that movie, I think it was Bros that came out, where it was like, this isn't for straight cis people, only for gay people. And then like nobody went and watched it. And they're like, you're all homophobic because you didn't watch it. You just fucking said it wasn't for me. Why would I watch it if it wasn't for me? Exactly. Like it's the same story over and over and over again. It's like you need to make up your mind. Who is this for? And push it just towards them. Don't get mad at the people that don't watch it when you say it's not for them.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's just like
people. And also, even if Star Wars is patriarchal, who fucking cares? It's one franchise. Start your own then. George Lucas himself said the story of Star Wars starts and ends with Anakin Skywalker. Okay? If you can't handle that, then get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And like you said, I grew up reading. I've read all the time. Like my nose was always in a book. It was fucking ridiculous. But I've read so many books with female protagonists that were fucking awesome books. Great stories. Like there are so many different things that they could take from the source material and have it be diverse or female-led or whatever the fuck it is. But they won't do that for some reason. They keep taking stuff that's already made and then they change it and then get mad at you. And they're like, well, I don't understand why you don't like it. We took out the essence of it. Yeah, we took out the essence of it and we're shoving a message down your throat instead of creating something that's great from a beloved IP that people have already been watching for 60 fucking years. Like what the? I just don't understand them. It doesn't make sense.
Get it either. It doesn't make sense because so many movies nowadays and movie studios nowadays, they are taking these franchises, these IPs, whatever word you want to use, focusing on this subsect of the audience when you need everybody, you need the normies. Okay,
let's make everybody like it. Yeah,
let's make everybody like it instead of this teeny tiny group of people that isn't going to get you any money, that isn't going to get you any views, that isn't going to get you anything. You're focusing on these teeny tiny people instead of everyone. Like, why don't you just make something
forgive me? What's the actress's name in the new Beetlejuice? What's her name?
Oh,
Ortega.
Ortega.
Yes, she just said something that I thought was very poignant.
Oh, about
can
James
we
Bond?
Can we just stop? Like, I think females do deserve. Let's write our own stories for females. Why do we have to do a remake for a female of Ghostbusters, of every single thing? It's like it's kind of like She-Hulk. All right, now you get like the things that were popular for men. Here's what we'll do. We'll just make it for women. That's not gonna make any. It's not gonna make any female or male go see the film. I thought that was very poignant. It's always a fucking remake. It doesn't make any sense. Like, how about we write female strong characters, or maybe men are just a little bit stronger. Whatever. There's nothing wrong with a man being a fucking superhero. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until we can open our own pickle jars, we don't need to be superheroes, okay?
Unless it's like maybe I'll write a comic book about like pumping breast milk. We'll call her Pump Woman, right?
Wow,
because that's a female superhero.
Chris is in the chat.
Oh my gosh. What is her name? The Dany from Game of Thrones. What is her name? Didn't she write a comic about like a woman in her period?
Yes, Amelia Clark. Yeah,
Amelia
she did.
Clark. Yeah, she wrote a comic book about like a woman's period. Yeah, and that was like
God, I love that.
It was horrible.
Clearly, it did well.
They've tried it. They've tried it.
I love it. I'd read that. Blood Lady.
Clearly, it did great. I forgot all about it.
But like, her sidekick is Tampon Boy.
I think
like Tampon Boy and Blood Lady taking to the street.
Tampon Tim.
That's like a nice fringe side project for you. If you're working on something that's, popular, you could have a nice side project there. Like, okay, let's see if maybe a handful of people might like this.
All right, let me see if there's anything more to this video
Cast
here.
was made for having as little white males as possible in this cast.
Lucasfilm, the retarded Avengers assemble over there, backing each other up.
Racists do stick together.
He accused Jones of playing the victim.
Actress Amandla Stenberg playing the victim card.
They can do nothing other than play the victim.
Amandla Stenberg, the adult pretender.
Pathological, sociopathic, feminist liars in popular culture.
Almost like really this look like an actual news report.
Like
they're trying to like spin this narrative that just like Milo did with like his fan base and stirring hate and stuff, like they're making it seem like that's what Ryan, Jeremy, and Gary are doing as well. But they're making it seem like this was an actual like fucking news thing that was played on the news.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what they're making it look like this was something that was actually like ran by some news report. It's funny they're using like a report from ABC, which is a Disney-owned news outlet.
Interesting
Oh,
coincidence.
interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
These guys are not trying to recruit people to hate. They're not telling people, oh, go leave a bad review. They're just making observations and criticism. They're just something we're all allowed to do. Just
Here's
like they're
the thing
allowed
is
to make something better.
They put this much effort into their videos on their YouTube channel on a daily basis, maybe they wouldn't have to try and take down bigger YouTube channels. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, they've actually tried, failing.
She's fucking lying through her teeth.
And it would be one thing if we actually saw some evidence of this, right? If we actually saw some of this shit she's talking about. But no, this is just gaslighting.
These are terrible, talentless people that we are instructed we must like unless then that sort of subtext is, if you don't like them, you're some kind of bigger somehow.
Terrible performance, her attitude, driving away fans, or anything like that. No, it's everyone else's fault, and they're racist, and they just hate me because I'm black. It's all like she's so vapid and narcissistic.
It is the most like kind of narcissistic, lack of self-awareness,
and she's still bitching about oppressors. You've never been oppressed in your goddamn life, you bitch. Look at that.
Yeah, she's Hollywood kind of she's not Hollywood royalty.
She's a Nepo baby.
She's a Nepo baby. Her parents are in the business.
Yeah, she's a Nepo baby.
Oh, she was also Rue. She was also Rue in the Hunger Games, which I didn't know, and I was very sad to find out.
Yeah.
That was her best role. Hard to top
like,
that.
What?
I thought that name sounded Jewish.
Chauvin George Floyd Memorial. But also every single different race of people has been enslaved and discriminated against and oppressed in some way throughout our entire history. The only people that can't get over it seems to be black people.
I am not a racist, though I'm frequently told that I am one. But I am in favor of oppressing whatever the fuck this is.
That's funny. That's
that's
hilarious. That makes everyone look really good, I think.
I was gonna say that it's not a hate campaign. They're not saying go out and hate this person. They're just commenting on their shitty attitude.
The hate campaign. The irony is the hate campaign of these guys trying to get everybody's channels demonetized. Like that's
It's funny because before Amandla Stenberg made that before she made the the diss track to Star Wars fans, all of when Ryan in this video that they made, when he said show us proof of the hate, the proof that they showed are replies to her diss track from Instagram. There were replies to her coming on The View and laughing about her, you know, putting out a diss track, right? She's laughing with the ladies on The View about what she did to stick it to Star Wars fans. Before she did that, any and all discussion surrounding the Acolyte had to do with the story, her character, and the bad acting. That was all of the discussion surrounding the Acolyte. After she put out the diss track, that's when the conversation became about Amandla. Like,
she wanted to make it about race instead of about the shitty acting, shitty writing. They're like, "Ooh, let's make it about race, so that nobody can criticize me."
She's also, a nepo baby that's beautiful. I don't understand how she's had a hard time in life whatsoever. Yeah, I mean, honestly,
also, it's always the most spoiled that do that shit.
Yeah.
Is her name
also too, though? Like, you put out a diss track, right?
Yeah,
you put out a diss track on the
Amandla.
internet.
That makes me irrationally angry.
You put it out you put out this diss track and you don't expect people to react to it. Like that's the question that I have in my mind. Yeah. You know, you don't expect a reaction from people to that.
Yeah.
No one's allowed to hate it because she's black.
In your description or whatever whatever you put out with it, right? You literally say, I expect a reply. I expect an answer. She literally asked for people to come to her channel and like, I expect a reply. Right. So you don't expect people to reply when you're saying stuff like that. You don't expect to have a reaction.
Maybe the only replies that were allowed were apologies.
Yes.
And
apologies,
just responses of like, "You're a queen, and we love you so much. You changed my mind on everything."
They go on to say, if you're angered,
that was what she expected.
Take action. Ask YouTube to demonetize the hate on their platform with this letter from the Star Wars community. So they have a template letter here.
Oh God.
Oh God. My screen.
This is already hurting my brain.
Oh, just wait.
And they're literally tying in Milo, which is so sad.
This is fucking weird.
Facts. 2018, Geeks and Gamers encouraged harassment. No, they actually did not encourage harassment. Jeremy talked about this on F&T, that he has the receipts. He actually said, I like Kelly Marie Tran. This is nothing against the actor. We only have criticism for the character and for how this is written. But they make up their own story.
They were just reviewing the film. It's your acting that they're just talking about. Yeah.
Rose Tico character. The channel claimed that Trans's character is one of the most hideous characters of all time, most unlikable character ever, exists for forced diversity. None of that speaks to the actress herself.
Yeah, they literally say in the actual quote, character. They're doing their job by reviewing the movie and the characters and the plots and the themes. Like, this is not some personal attack on some poor actress who just took a role.
No, that makes no sense.
Frequently targets marginalized actors, including Moses Ingram.
Moses Ingram was fucking horrendous.
Similar deal. Like, she was in Kenobi. She was in Kenobi.
That character was dumb.
And they weren't attacking Moses Ingram. They were attacking the character.
The character was so bad. And I got to be honest with you, her acting was pretty bad too, but I would never attack her as a person. Like, I wouldn't go out there and reach out to her or tell people to reach out to her. But if you're discussing a project that she was in, the acting was bad. The character was bad. But that's like it, and it sucks, and I hate to say it, but that's just sort of part of being in the public eye. It doesn't mean that you deserve to get harassed or sent death threats or anything like that. I think that's going way too far.
Referred to Ingram's Kenobi character Reva as dumb and retarded.
It's true.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with race.
Yeah, it doesn't. They even say it's about her character. It's not about the woman as Moses Ingram as a person. He's talking about a character. And I keep every time I hear all this stuff, I think of what's his name? Henry Cavill, when he said it's a fan's right to criticize something that you're putting out, right? Like it's their right to criticize it. They can. They're a fan. And it's not like we've been given this stuff for free. We haven't, because you have to purchase Disney Plus in order to watch these shows. So you are making a purchase. You are paying for a streaming service every single month in order to get this entertainment. We are paying you money to be entertained. And if we don't like the entertainment provided, it is our right to criticize that entertainment. Like,
or
the
just
fact
not
that
pay
they're trying to put a
Right.
stop to that and say that we can't do that, it's fucking ridiculous.
Well, and
Right.
or
Are
stop
they
paying for it, and
right?
then they
Are
complain about
Roger like are Ebert and Roger or whatever they're
One of them's
whatever
dead.
it is?
Driscoll
Yes,
and Ebert.
One's dead, but are they racist if they like dislike an actress or something in a film? Like it should. It also this is a Star Wars thing, correct? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And I'm not up on the times with this, Courtney. I know it's your favorite thing on earth, but like this shit means a lot to people.
Yeah.
It means like a ton to people. So of course they're going to have some like serious opinions on it. It has nothing to do with her beauty or her race or anything like that.
This is
right?
entirely about they want to scare and intimidate people from legitimate criticism because they want to actually just get to a place where they're just programming people with stuff. They don't want it to be a conversation. They don't want engagement or to be a back and forth. They go, no, you consume product. You will be programmed by this show. You will take in everything we're pushing and the message, and that's gonna become part of you. And we don't want it. We don't care about hearing your thoughts on it.
No.
Yeah, this is wild. Wow.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Darth Vader said that he's tired of this shit.
Dumb and retarded. They go on to say that Geeks and Gamers and Ryan and Nerdrotic have made a profitable business reusing prolonged insults against marginalized actors featured in Star Wars, Captain Marvel, The Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power.
I'm sorry. Marginalized. The phrase marginalized actor. If you're a famous actor, that is a
you're not marginalized.
Fucking statement. I don't care who you are. Precious, even. All right. Gabourey Sidibe is not a marginalized fucking actor. All right. She's in films. She's in many of them. Like I can't even believe that. Doesn't it make marginalized people feel bad that somebody in a movie in Star Wars, let alone, is complaining about such a thing? You're a
now they're represented.
Actor. Yeah,
the representation matters. They're represented in the public eye now because marginalized actors out there who are spoiled and overly privileged, they're somehow marginalized, and now they're representing the actually marginalized.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm just laughing at the fact that these are actors. They're literally in the business of being criticized because they have to audition and be judged by whoever they're auditioning for, right? And if they get the part, then they have to, perform or in either the show, the play, the movie, the television show, whatever they're in, they're going to be judged by whoever comes and watches this thing, right? They're going to be judged. These people are judged like all the time. These people get criticized all the time. And you're telling me in a business like Hollywood, all of these actors whose job it is to perform and for other people, they can't take the criticism. Like, you're literally, that is your job. Your job is to provide a service, and you're going to get criticized. Like that comes with the job.
Remember when Kim Kardashian forced North into The Lion King? Yeah. That 11-year-old deserved all the criticism she got. She was terrible.
I think she wanted to be in The Lion King.
Oh my God.
She wanted to. The fact that she was, and it wasn't. It was just it was a silly thing. She's not a singer, but she probably said, "You know what, sweetie? It's okay that people think that your voice sucks, because it does, and you just have to."
But then she said, "You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Doing amazing, sweetie." I honestly think
Team YouTube responds to this and says, "Rewriting Ripley, we definitely want our community to help flag inappropriate content to ensure YouTube is a safe place for everyone. If you come across something that violates YouTube policies, you can report it here." They respond by saying, "Thank you. Relevant videos and channels have been reported. We hope that you make the right decision." They then write back, "No problem at all. If you've already reported the contents through our official reporting tool, our team has received it and is either reviewing or has finished their review."
Wow.
Meaning, like, we're not necessarily gonna
Those are
jump on the bandwagon.
That's insane.
Oh yeah, these are the same people who
the American Airlines
who said
let
who
the
let the
dogs
dogs.
out. Who? Yes, exactly. No, the term marginalized famous actor, and I put famous in there, is absolutely fucking ludicrous and ridiculous. All right, just
they're living way better lives than we all are.
They're
doing just fine.
Man, if that's oppressed, sign me up.
Yeah,
I know. Honestly,
I'd love to be
probably doing
marginalized.
better than the Hanson brothers right now. If I'm
The
honest,
Hanson brothers are doing fine. They are millionaires, and they're doing just great. They still tour. They sell their beer. They have Hanson Day every year in Oklahoma. They're doing great.
Honestly, we're all
I've seen them live quite a few times in my adult life.
I honestly think that it would serve celebrities, like actors and actresses, especially when you get to a certain level, well, to either not be on social media at all, just not be on the internet, or have someone run their account and they just don't go on it. Because at that point, at that level, if I had that amount of money, do you think I'd be fucking interacting with a bunch of cretins on the internet anyway? Fuck no, right?
No,
I would be like, you have that much money, you're fucking living in your mansion, a bunch of people are yelling at you, and you're like, all right, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
What, do you even have time to actually use social media? Like, are you kidding me?
Like, you should be doing all this other stuff. Have someone else run your account, or just don't have. I think Scarlett Johansson just doesn't have any social media. Like,
Jennifer Lawrence, same thing. She's like, what the fuck do I care? I'm rich.
Where should put her pictures?
What's Instagram? I don't even understand. Yeah. Like, what?
Yeah. I don't know why they get on there and then look at stuff and are like, oh my God, I'm so hurt. And it's like, yeah, but that's social. And I agree, social media can be great, but it can be absolute fucking garbage too. Yeah, but that's just part of it.
Do any of you follow Viola Davis on Instagram? No, because she's a serious fucking actress. She does the signature snot dribble. All right. She's busy. Okay. She's not doing it. No.
Yeah, seriously. Like, at this point in time, what millionaire celebrity is going to be like, oh my God, I totally want to interact with the pores?
Yeah,
I really
look at your name. Don't Google shit. Don't read comments. Like, why do it to yourself?
Right. Yeah, some people said some mean things about my performance in the new Star Wars.
Guess how you're not going to know about that? Don't open Instagram or Twitter or whatever.
Don't look at shit. Like, do you think
why are you?
Even just on the same level of, like, if I do a podcast or a show or something else, I never, and I mean fucking never, go look at the comments.
Yeah.
Don't why?
Do it.
Like, what?
There's no point.
What is it going to do for me in my life and my mental health?
Exactly.
Like, there's going to.
I realize I look like Dylan Mulvaney. All right, I get it. I don't need to see it over and over again.
Much prettier than Dylan Mulvaney. God damn it.
She was pretty
beautiful. I mean, but like, that's the thing is, like, if you're a rich celebrity, why are you spending your Friday afternoons watching Friday Night Tights? What is going on here? How do you have that time on your hands?
Yeah.
That's the thing is, too, is like all these people, like, you don't have to watch their content. There's a block button. There's a do not see this channel button. You're subjecting yourself to this.
No, they hate that they have. They hate that they have so many followers, and they hate the reach and the influence that they have.
And good for fucking them, because they're trying not to be censored. They're trying to say whatever they want, even in a hateful way. I found
the wonderful thing about them is the wonderful thing about all of these content creators that have any sort of commentary on this is, like, they'll encourage their viewers to think for themselves. They don't tell people to think like them or do things like them. In fact, I've even watched some of them encourage people to come on and talk to them if they had opposing opinions, like, because they're not interested in being in an echo chamber, like so it's like, really, that's what you want to take down, is people who are like willing to hear other people out and actually, like, have a conversation. Nope, apparently they're the bad guys.
For whatever reason, they think that, like, if they take them down, like, their viewers will come to their channel for Star Wars.
They'll
content.
absorb.
They have it in their weird fucking mind. Like, that's how it works. Their views will start going up once they start taking away views from these people, because they'll stop making content or they'll be deplatformed or whatever. And so they'll benefit from this when nobody's watching their stuff. Like, if you look at, like, Star Wars Explains channel, nobody's watching them. They're incredibly boring. It's boring. They're not entertaining. All right.
I'm not
familiar with their stuff. It's not entertaining. So there's a reason that nobody's watching their stuff. These guys are entertaining, and not only are they entertaining, but they're authentic, right? And they allow for conversations, and they fight with each other like normal people. Like they are entertaining. They are not, and an audience can sniff out whether you're being authentic or whether you're not being authentic. They can sniff that out right away. You know, so there's a reason that people would rather watch Ryan, Jeremy, and Gary as opposed to
Battle of Yavin or BBY. The galaxy forms.
Oh, they have Star Wars Explained has 817,000 subscribers. So shut the fuck up. They're huge subscribers. You stay in your lane. Do what you do, and the people that like it. Clearly, enough people like this for this channel to be doing this well. So it's like, suck it, man.
Steph, I think that was a very good point. It's like people don't like disingenuousness. It's like that's what actually social media and like what we all do, what we're sitting here doing right now is we get to say our own thing. We're not like beholden to some network or company or something.
Or Russia.
We'd all love to be actresses. So like, my resume, but like, that's why FNT is so, popular, I assume, because it's like it doesn't matter what they say. They're not like they don't have a contract that says you can't say this or that,
right? So
that's the beauty of social media and live streaming and all of that. So but also the people we just brought up, they have, what was it,
817K. Yeah. like you're doing fine.
It's fine. I'm like,
I agree. Thank you, Reese. Ryan, Gary, and Jeremy's criticism is nothing compared to Chrissy and Kiana's criticism on women's outlife, women's outfits in nightlife.
We are rude to those women.
Brutal.
We really are, and like, men.
They have a really big channel, but like if you compare like their size of channel to the views that they get, which is what they're obsessed with. They're obsessed with views. It's nothing. It's really nothing compared to the views that Gary, Ryan, and Jeremy get.
And Star Wars Theory too.
Why they're so fucking pissed. And and Star Wars Theory. Yeah. It's nothing compared to those guys.
Yep. They should be, for as many subscribers that they have. And when I was live earlier, they had 819,000. And now it's down to 817. So that's pretty funny. But the amount of subscribers that they have, they should, if their content is what the people are looking for, the Star Wars fandom is looking for, they should have a minimum on average about 100K would be my guess. And they don't even ever break anywhere near that. Their highest viewed within the last 10, well, I think it's 12 days. Either way is at 76,000 views. That's their highest. And that's within the last 12 days. And it's like, obviously you have almost 1 million subscribers. Not that good for whatever reason. It doesn't mean that you're not putting out necessarily bad content, but it's not resonating with people. And that one with the highest views is a video about Revenge of the Sith. It's not even about the Acolyte. It's about Revenge of the Sith. And it got 76,000 views. That's your highest one.
Which is an awesome movie.
Right? Like, but maybe we
it's
take
the best
that
movie
into consideration.
Yeah. So good. Oh, I love that movie. I might masturbate to it tonight.
Favorite. It's my
favorite. Wow, it's my favorite too. I'm sorry. When you watch the fight on Mustafar, you tell me you're not going to rub one out. It is good.
I just like to put on some Michael Bublé, a Vanilla Candle, and think about old compliments.
Love you guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. Love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.